everybody, it's Carrie with Seed to Spoon. So I'm out here in the garden today and we are getting, well, we've done a lot of planting, but I still have a few smart pots from before, from the previous season that we haven't gotten ready for this season. And I thought that we would just make a quick video showing how we get our smart pots ready for planting each season. So what we have here in this smart pot right now, we use a mixture of peat moss, vermiculite, and then compost. So we like to each season just freshen up this soil by adding some more compost. It just brings more life to the soil and your plants do a lot better. Compost is where all of your plants get their food from, so it's really important to make sure that you have a good batch of compost that you add to your smart pots each season. Compost is actually pretty easy to make yourself. So really all it is just decayed plant matter. It could be food scraps from your kitchen. It could be manure if you have a rabbit around. We like to have our rabbits and our goats and llamas, all of that. We use their manure in here also. So you can use that, you can make it all yourself. You can have a compost bin, a compost pile, you can use old leaves, all of that. So that stuff is all really good in your garden, but it's really important to add to your compost pile first so that way it can break down and decompose and turn into compost, and then you take this and use that into your garden. So I actually have a blog post that details all of that. I'll link to it down below. So if you don't want to go through and make your own, or if you need compost right away, you can always buy it yourself too. We got ours from a local company that, they carry soil, sand, compost, all of that. So whenever we first moved out here, we needed a lot of compost and we needed it fast. So we didn't have time to go through and make our own. So we started out here by having them bring a dump truck full of compost, and it's lasted us so far for at least a year, and it'll probably last us maybe even another year or so. But we are actually going through and adding our own stuff into it too, so we're continually making more compost. So you can also buy it in smaller quantities, because I know not everybody is like us growing in a huge scale, but if you're just growing in a small scale, they have a way that you can actually just go in, you bring your own box and they fill it up for you. Or you can even go to your local big box store and get just a bag of compost, something like that. But just keep in mind, anything that you do get at a store that's in a bag is not going to be as high quality as the stuff that you get either from a local soil place or something that you make yourself. So I'm just gonna go through here and I just take out if there's any big pieces of root or any big pieces of debris, I'll just pull it out. But for the most part, it's all ready to go. And then I'm just gonna take a couple scoops of compost and fill it up, mix it all in, and we'll be ready to plant some more for this fall season. Okay, so now that I have it all mixed in and ready to go, I'm just gonna go through and plant something else. I'm not sure where I'm gonna plant yet, but we'll figure it out. But I'm gonna get something planted in here for fall. I have a lot of videos from the previous week or so that we've been working on planting. Lots of spinach, kale, lettuce, broccoli, you name it, we've planted it, I feel like. So check out those videos. Thank you so much for watching, and if you haven't checked out our free app, make sure that you do that. It's called From Seed to Spoon in the iOS and Android stores, and it'll walk you through growing food and over 100 different fruits, vegetables, herbs, and we have a bunch of growing guides too that talk about composting, things like that. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.